Welcome to the brand new series called Notme's Dream Park. Totally not inspired by Timon's Dream Park. No, that would be ridiculous. But that's what I'm calling it. This is my dream park. This is the park that I've always wanted, and I've always wanted to finish a park, so I'm gonna hopefully finish this park. This is gonna be a brand new Building Your Park series, where every episode we're gonna continue building on this park. But first, what is my dream park? Well, ultimately, it's gonna be a park that I love, and if I actually had a theme park in real life, this would be it. Sort of like, you know, your dream sports car or something. Before we get into anything, let's just point out the obvious here, and that's I've done sort of most of this without you guys. And that's because, well, I wasn't really sure whether I should record this or not. I wasn't sure if this was just going to be a park that I build, you know, off camera, or a park that I'm going to record and, you know, show you guys. And I just thought, look how cool that looks. And thought, yeah, I'm going to record this. So let me show you guys everything that is in this park currently, so you're all caught up. Now, first of all, I just want to start off with the train. This is a train that I built for the multi-park series, and I sort of yoinked it for this park because I nailed this the first time. I absolutely love how this looks. Probably my favorite part of this park. Now, this train is, if you couldn't tell already, inspired by the Polar Express, my favorite Christmas film and one of my favorite films of all time. So I just had to build it, and look at this. If you guys do want this exact train in your own park, I will leave the design ID in the description down below, and of course using the Theme Park Tycoon workshop website. Kizy, phenomenal job. Now, moving on from the train, we actually have this part right here, which is sort of the entrance of the park. There's nothing too grand about this, but you got these custom trees which I built myself, which is just using, actually, pretty interesting thing here. I'm just using these, I don't know what the shape is, a diamond. I'm just using the diamond trees, and they work absolutely amazing for just a quick old tree, you know? As well as these, you know, default palm trees. I just sort of wanted to utilize the default items to make them look like, you know, not default items for once. And then right over here, we have the ticket booths, which I think they look amazing. Nothing too special about them, but I got this little overpiece here. I think they just look really nice and cool and clean and aesthetically pleasing. But right behind the ticket booth, there are these massive rocks, which actually aren't built by me. They're built by Has the MC Man. I got them from the Theme Park Tycoon workshop website, as I was like, I don't feel like placing terrain. I mean, they just look so nice. I had to add them in. We also have these arrows pointing in which direction. I should really add some like turnstiles or something here, so it feels more like you can't just go through this way if you're entering the park. But moving on from the arrows, let's just point out a pretty big thing that I want to do with this park. I want to make this park feel alive. I want to try things that I have never done before, like these trees using the default pieces. Ticket booths, I've never really do that. People in the park. I don't know why, but I've never actually properly done people. I've always just gone with the NPCs, but the NPCs, they're stupid. But people, look at this. Literally the 10th Doctor. I feel like I should whack him somewhere secretly in the park with a sonic screwdriver and just call it an Easter egg. That would be... I'm actually going to do that. But just look at this. We have some groups of people over here. We have people lining up. We have some mega influencers over here. And that's just a placeholder of my statue being there. That'll soon be like Timon or Maliboomer or Kizy, whenever they tour my park. But whoever's first. But they are swarmed by people just like they would in real life. We have these people over here. Once again, placeholders, taking their photo next to the Dino mascot. I had to pay tribute to the old classic Dino hat stall. I just had to. Look at it. It's sort of goofy. It's my first ever mascot, but this is what I'm talking about. I never do these photo booths of mascots, you know? And this really big camera. I never do that. But this is what I really want to do. But moving on all the way over here, we have the talent show stage. This stage was taken from my talent show video where the grand prize was 25,000 Robux. Quite a big amount of Robux. And I thought I'd once again yoink this because I thought it just looked so good. And it would fit perfectly for one of these stages. I don't really know what these are called in theme parks, but you just have those like cringy acts going on for the theme parks just to make a quick buck, you know, with about 1 billion chairs outside. I really don't know what they're called. Once we like complete this a bit more, there'll be people, all the dozens around here, sitting on chairs somehow. I don't know how to actually have people on chairs, but I think we'll figure that out at a later point. We also have this right here, which is supposed to be like some food stall, not really customized at the moment. This is literally just ripped from the multi-park series, the Choo-Choo Charles area. There'll be a person behind here serving probably just some snacks and whatnot. We got the classical bins from the multi-park area. Also, you might be wondering why some chairs are black, and that's just to add a bit more of the realism. You know, whenever a theme park runs out of the green chairs, they have to grab some of the substitute chairs in, you know, that's what that's supposed to be. That's pretty much it for like the stage area, I suppose. I do want to add like a massive box onto this and probably an interior later on. And also talking about later on, something that I haven't actually done, and I think we will do in this episode, episode is finish this entrance. I want to finish this entrance. Whether that's adding up like a queue of people lining up to get their photo, maybe some more decorations like benches, bins, lights, and stuff like that, but that's going to be for later on. Right here, you may have noticed a very rocky and muddy looking area. And that's because this is going to be a water ride. I really would love this to be a water ride. I was thinking the splash boats or the water boats. What's it called? This one. This is the water coaster. I have never really used this before, but definitely a water ride here for sure. And you might have also noticed this. This is a shipwreck that we built in the Halloween stream a while ago now, with some deep dark fish around it. And the reason why this is here is because this is the exact same park I built it in. I just got rid of everything else. As the reason I did that is because we had an absolute mess of a last to leave video right in the middle, and I wanted to build a park there instead, as I had 5 mil on the account, and I don't want to keep spending Robux on this game. And right above it is the train track. I thought it'd be nice just to have the train just go all the way around the park, and maybe go into like a tunnel here, and then like have another tunnel all the way over there, and then just pop out around here, you know, just to make it feel a bit more real, and not just disappear right at the end like that does. So we'll have some terrain going up here, maybe over here as well. I'm not sure what to do with this area. Let me know down in the comments down below. In front of the entire park, not really sure what to put there. Bit of an awkward spot. I was thinking here would actually be the entrance to the ride, and then here would be like a massive mountain, like a rocky mountain. I've got some pretty cool ideas for this park. And then down here would actually be a food court or something of importance to the park. Maybe it's just a big old seating area, I don't know. But for the last part of this tour is actually this ride, which I did in fact build for Benny's bloody build battle of Halloween of last year, I believe that was. But I just didn't finish it. I think I either ran out of time or just gave up. I realized how big I made the coaster, and I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Now, there is something that I've been told about this park, and it is not to look at it from the bird's eye view. How did I not see that? How did I not see that when I was building it? Anyway, guys, just don't look at it. But I'm keeping it because I've never built a wooden coaster before, and I thought I did a pretty decent job. There are some pieces which are a bit weird, and I'll of course try my best to fix those when we're actually onto this coaster. But this will be the main this will sadly be the main attraction for the park. Anyway, let's finish the entrance, and when I say entrance, I mean this part right here. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do now is make this place feel a bit less empty, as right now it's feeling pretty empty compared to that side. I think a way that I'm going to do that is maybe just by copying the floor pattern. That's a start for sure. Right, now I'm just going to have to copy and paste these one by one. I'll be back with you when I've done that. What the? Why is this one so weird? I've copied these like exactly, and for some reason, this one feels like it's just ever so slightly off. I have no idea why that is, but I'm just going to move it over and ask no questions. Now, obviously with this park, I'm going to have a Doctor Who area. That's just a given. As if you don't know me, I love Doctor Who. I know we have an entire series dedicated on Doctor Who, but I mean, I haven't done anything on that park for, you know, a very long time now. But the reason I bring up Doctor Who is because, I was thinking maybe we could have a TARDIS right here. But now thinking of it, I don't think it'll make much sense because it's going to be right next to this ride. So actually, move this photo area right here. So there's one on each side. Actually have the TARDIS over there. Now, you're probably thinking, what's the point of the TARDIS? TARDIS? Well, the TARDIS is actually going to be another one of these like photo areas, so you can take your picture right outside the TARDIS. This is sort of inspired by the fact that I think Disneyland or Disney World has its own TARDIS now, because Disney is now associated and a part of Doctor Who now, and so you can now literally get your picture next to the TARDIS in Disneyland, which I think is really cool. So this is sort of inspired by that, so I'm going to try my best to do hopefully a decent TARDIS. Why not? Let's do a quick 30-second time lapse to get this all done and dusted.
Looking like a thunderstorm, here we go, You're easy to remember, so hard to forget. Baby, it's a coward way you strut. How could I not worship every inch?
And there we go, that is my best attempt at building a TARDIS. I haven't actually built one in quite a while, so do let me know what you think. It is quite difficult to actually build a TARDIS because of all the proportions and stuff, but that is the TARDIS done. I am pretty happy with this overall though, and the only thing that's left is actually I want to make a little fence going around it, just to make it look less like it's just been plonked in. So I'm going to go with the same sort of style that we've done with the rest of the place, just the plastic pole and the concrete stump, and now I'm just going to copy and paste it all around. This is also sort of like either a safety thing or a do not touch thing this could be, even though you're supposed to take a picture of it. I don't know, just gives it a bit more of something to fill up the area. This is also something that was in a Disneyland TARDIS, so I thought I might as well add it as well. Just like that, there we go. And we also need the photo camera itself. Let's just whack a placeholder statue right next to the TARDIS like this, and there you go. I would call this pretty much done right here. Okay, this is bringing the entrance together quite nicely. I think what we could do is actually just move over some of the trees that we have on that side to this side. Just two in the middle there, because if we have some in here, it will just get, that would just be too much. I don't know what to do here, I suppose. This bit here is a bit weird. Maybe I do something like this, where I bring these down. I'm gonna play around with a few things, and I'll be back to you when I've got something. Oh, I think I've gotten something. It's nothing insane. It's just a tiny old fence with this little tiny pokey outy piece of wall right here. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm gonna actually have like a little bit of a walkway here that nobody will actually ever walk on. Yeah, I like this a lot more. It's just a tiny bit of detail, but I do really like that. I think right there on the walls, I'm still gonna add the park logo. But first, we've got to really quickly head over to Photoshop to make the logo. Alright, we're in Photoshop now. We could have something like that. What if we do what if we bend the text a bit like that? I feel like there's, in every logo, they always change a letter. And I think, like, the most obvious letter to change would be the A. What about something like that? Just chop it off like, there we go. That is the best logo I've ever seen. We simplified the A. Move it over a bit. There we go. I would actually quite like some, like, cartoony clouds in the background. Okay, I've just joined these from the internet, and I think they look really nice. I think I will turn it blue. The text blue. What if we change the A to a darker blue? Or a red? The red could work quite nicely, actually. And after a little bit of playing around, I've gotten to this. I'm not a graphic designer by any means, but I think this is a good enough logo for now. So let's get it in Roblox. And there we go. That's how it looks in-game. I do actually quite like it, but I don't know where it would actually look good. I don't think the wall's the answer. I'm feeling like just a big old sign right here or something. Or, actually, what if we just build a sign that's popping out of the wall, so it's not just sticking on the wall, because I don't want to clutter up all of this area anymore. Oh yeah, that's way better. And there we go. Something like that does the job just nice. Oh, that looks really cool, actually. Might add it on the other side for symmetry reasons. But all we need to do now is just copy and paste this on the other side. I mean, the, like, railings here. And I'm going to call that a success for this episode. It might not feel like we haven't done much, but bear in mind, I've done all of this off camera. And there we go. We have added the railing onto this side of the wall. And yeah, do comment down below what you think of this series, and if you'd like to see more. If you do subscribe, like the video, and see you.